Say, Jacob and Andy, we had a challenge for you two.
Oh, all right.
For you two to do Who's On First. Do you think that you would be
Wow,
up
that's-
for some doing some Who's On First with this kind of energy?
Yeah, 100%. That happened a lot faster than we thought it was going to.
Sure.
Well,
We knew it was going to.
All right, so we'll give engineering a chance to get that up on the screen for them, and then why don't you go raid our props and costumes bin and put everything back exactly where you found it, and. All right, hey Andy and Jacob, would you two like that font size a little bit larger, or does that work for you guys?
A little bigger would be great.
All right. So this is by popular request, as in at least one person requested it, and it seems to be popular with at least them. Andy and Jacob performing Who's On First, the classic sketch by Abbott and Costello. Who's Abbott?
Because, he was Abbott last time, I was Costello last time,
Oh,
so we'll switch it up.
Your switches, excellent.
All right, now what do you want?
Actually, now look, I'm head of the sports department. I gotta know the baseball players' names. You know the guys' names?
Oh, sure.
Yes, you go ahead and tell me some of the names.
Well, I'll introduce you to the boys. You know, sometimes nowadays they give baseball players peculiar names.
Oh, you mean they got funny names?
Nicknames, pet names, like Dizzy Dean.
Oh, his brother Daffy.
Yeah, Daffy Dean.
Yeah. After their cousin.
Yeah, who's that?
Goofy.
Goofy, huh? Well, now let's see. We have on the bags, we have who's on first, what's on second, I don't know on third.
That's what I want to find out.
Yeah, I say who's on first, what's on second, and I don't know who's on third.
You know the fellow's names?
Certainly.
Well, then who's on first?
Yes.
I mean the fellow's name.
Who?
The guy in first.
Who?
The first baseman.
Who?
The guy playing first.
Who is on first?
Now what are you asking me for?
I'm telling you who is on first.
Well, I'm asking you who's on first.
That's the man's name.
That's who's...
Yes.
Well, go ahead and tell me.
Who?
The guy in first.
Who?
The first baseman.
Who is on first?
Have you got a contract with the first baseman?
Absolutely.
Who signs the contract?
Well, naturally.
When you pay off the first baseman every month, who gets the money?
Every dollar. Why not? The man's entitled to it.
Who is?
Yes. Well, sometimes his wife comes down and collects it.
Whose wife?
Yes.
All I'm trying to find out is what's the guy's name on first base?
Oh, no, wait a minute. Don't switch him around. What is on second base?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who is on first?
I don't know.
He's on third. Now we're not talking about him.
Now, how did I get on third base?
You mentioned his name.
I mentioned the third baseman's name. Who did I say is playing third?
No, who's playing first?
Never mind first. I want to know what's the guy's name on third.
No, what's on second?
I'm asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
He's on third.
Ah, look, now, would you please stay on the third base and don't go off it?
What was it you wanted?
Now, who's playing third base?
Now, why do you insist on putting who on third base?
Why? Who am I putting over there?
Yes, but we don't want him there.
What's the guy's name on third base?
What belongs on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who is on first?
I don't know.
Third base.
You out in outfield?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
The left fielder's name?
Why?
I don't know, I just thought I'd ask you.
Well, I just thought I'd tell you.
All right, then tell me who's playing left field.
Who is playing...
Stay out of the infield! I want to know what's the left fielder's name.
What's on second?
I'm asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
Third base.
The left fielder's name.
Why?
Because.
Oh, he's center field.
You're going to have to hold that, because I can't be holding that while I'm talking to him.
I'm going to hold that. I'm afraid he's going to take it.
Well, you got a pitcher on the team?
Now, wouldn't this be a fine team without a pitcher?
The pitcher's name.
Tomorrow.
You don't want to tell me today?
I'm telling you now.
Go ahead.
Tomorrow.
What time?
What time what?
What time tomorrow you want to tell me who's pitching?
Now listen. Who is not pitching? Who is on...
Break your arm! You say who's on first base! I want to know what's the pitcher's name.
What's on second?
I don't know. Third base! to sit down for a second. I'm just going to sit down for a second.
Okay, okay? Okay?
Just
We
been
just-
on
that's
a
all
lot
right.
of
We
stress.
got it.
I've been on a lot of stress.
I understand.
I ate some kangaroo earlier. I think it's going in my head.
Oh, yeah, it gets real jumpy in the tummy.
Okay. You got a catcher?
Oh, absolutely.
Catcher's name?
Today.
Today. At tomorrow's pitching.
Now you've got it.
All we got is a couple of days on the team.
Well, I can't help that.
Well, I'm catcher too.
I know that.
Yeah. Now, suppose that I'm catching.
All right.
Tomorrow's pitching
All right.
on my team, and the heavy hitter gets up.
Yes.
Tomorrow throws a fly ball. The batter bunts the ball. When he bunts the ball, me being a good catcher, I want to throw to the guy on first base. So I pick up the ball and I throw it to who?
Now that's the first thing that you said right.
I don't even know what I'm talking about!
Well, that's all you have to do.
Just throw the ball to first base.
Yes.
Now who's got it?
Naturally.
Naturally. Yeah, I throw the ball to first base. Somebody's got to catch it. Now who's caught it?
Naturally.
Who caught it?
Naturally.
Who?
Naturally.
Naturally.
Yes.
So I pick up the ball and I throw it to naturally.
No, no, no. You throw the ball to first base, and who gets it?
Naturally.
That's right. There we go.
So I pick up the ball and I throw it to naturally.
You don't.
I throw it to who?
Naturally.
That's what I'm saying!
You're not saying it that
I
way.
said I throw the ball to naturally.
You don't. You throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
Well, say that.
That's what I'm saying! I throw the ball to
Naturally.
who? Ask me.
You throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
That's it.
Same as you! I throw the ball to first base and who gets it?
Naturally.
Who has it?
Naturally.
You better have it! I throw the ball to first base, whoever grabs the ball, so the guy runs to second, who picks up the ball and throws it to what? What throws it to? I don't know, throws it back to Damara, triple play.
Yes.
Another guy gets up, it's a long fly ball because. Why? I don't know, he's on third, and I don't give a darn.
What was that?
I said I don't give a darn.
Oh, that's our shortstop.
Give me the bat, give me the bat, give me the bat, give me the bat, give me the bat. Curtain call. Well done.
Lovely. Nice job.
I liked that
Amazing.
because there was a lot of pathos and because I could see engineering lowering the sliders on the arm.
Oh, wow.
Ah.
That sketch holds up so incredibly well for being. How old is when was that actually first written?
I don't know.
They started doing it back in the actual vaudeville days.
Yeah.
In the 20s or maybe a little before.
Wow. So that sketch is over 100 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
It still reads perfectly.
Yeah.
Timeless comedy.
There is one part that still holds up, but probably shouldn't, is the fact that they reference Daffy and Goofy.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that those are ancient cartoon characters at this
Yeah,
point.
but we still know who Daffy Duck and Goofy are. And if
It's
they,
true.
they made that in the day before Disney would sue them for just thinking about characters. So
It's true.
Well, they did the act like well into the 50s. Like there are these beautiful recorded black and white sort of long. I guess it was a show. It was like the Abbott and Costello program. But they recorded a lot of their older sketches, and they kept doing it back when you could just get a tight 15-minute act and tour it everywhere forever. They just did it from like the early 20s, and I bet because there's Goofy and Daffy references, that was probably post the Warner Brothers cartoons in the 40s and the 30s, so that was probably a latter version. And there's a gift of them. They could do it so well that they could get lost in the act and just keep going over the same bits. They know which game they're playing at whatever time. So there's lots of variations of that script.
that's very cool. Apparently, it was first recorded in the first recorded version of it was made in 1930.
Wow.
So it's so the just recorded version is 93 years old, but it was around before then. Boy, I feel old.